about struggles, and now we're trying to find sessions talking about how to encounter struggles, finding a path to create culture of peace. So I'd like to first make a little change in schedule here to first invite Sid McNairy from the United States and talk about art and peaceful living. So please welcome Sid.
All right. How are you all?
Great.
You seem very quiet. You know, in the States, we're a lot louder when someone greets you. We greet back with a yell. But you don't have to do that. I'm just letting you know. And you know, I'm here and I have 10 pages written. I took all this time because I met Boomton online and took all this time waiting for Spirit to give me the words to come up here and speak to a bunch of people that live their life about peace. I mean, we just heard it from Afghanistan, we've heard it from other places, and that is one beautiful thing. So what does someone that looks like I do say to everybody here? I'll tell you this is one thing for sure that I feel great about. This is the first time ever, and I coach college football. This is the first time ever I've had so many people that went to the same barber as me sitting up front. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that so many people look like me as I look out into the audience. So I appreciate that. And one thing I'll say, you know, I'm grateful for being here for one. My wife is with me, and tomorrow we celebrate our anniversary. And she's one of the biggest people in my life ever. And I say that because when I first brought her to my house, my father said, son, he took me in the other room. I thought, oh God, really I'm in trouble again? And he said, how did you find Bobby? Bobby's my mom. There's never been a person more loving in the world than my mother, especially for me. Because when I say especially, it's because I've done a lot. There was another life when I was called Sid, and I taught people how to breathe. My brother came to earth, and he taught people about forgiveness and compassion. And I'm here incarnated in this life as Sid again, on that continent. Because on that continent, it's new. It's where people traveled to get there. It wasn't where people were birthed. This place, you all have peace that's been talked about in your lives. I mean, I see it. Where we're from, it's not talked about. It's something that I've known since I was 3 years old. When I had surgery and I went back to the light. And in the light, I heard the voice that I hear often say to me, son, I got you. It became my mantra, God's got me. It's something that we've lost over there because people have forgotten that there is something so much bigger than each of us. And that's what this really is about. When it comes to getting into the culture, the path to peace, it's about taking the time to connect to that thing that's bigger than any of us. Bigger than any of our thoughts, bigger than any of our actions. It's the thing that created each and every one of us in every step. And it's up to us to get connected in that way. And so when I look at my life, because I've had major people in my life. My father, I changed my name from going by Sidney III to Sid because if you Googled my name back then, you would find my father. So I changed my name so that I could become me, wholeheartedly me. And my mom and dad, huge people in the world, showed me what it was like to be someone that could teach other people, what it would be like to stand. I mean, I was, knee-high to a grasshopper when I was watching my dad speak in front of thousands of people and celebrated all over the world when he retired. So what am I supposed to do? Then came along Grandmother Morningstar. After I had played sports from 7 years old, I was fortunate that the people that interacted in my life were meant to be there to get me right here in this moment, to travel across a pond to come back and put my feet on this soil, to have an opportunity to pray on this land, to pray with the prayer smoke, to deliver the words up to the Creator so that they could come back down when it was time. And so what I learned in that space was that going on Vision Quest, which is how we do it with the bloodline that came through me for that, Native American bloodline. With that came through, you go on Vision Quest, you go sit in the mountains 4 days, 3 nights without food or water. And I did that 4 times. The first time you go because, as many people have said, you've got to look inside of yourself. The second time you're taught the lessons, to learn the lessons and live the lessons, to start to become truly peace in the world. The third time I went and I sat for my family and I sat for my community. That's how it works. You've got to be it in here, and then when you are truly in here, no one even needs to hear you speak because your spirit walks in before you. That's when I got my spirit in. That's when I committed to the mission of leaving the world at peace. Recommit to what I knew when I was 3. That's when I sat there and I said, okay, I will do it. The skies were crystal clear. Other times on my Vision Quest, it was raining, storming, and everything you could think of. But that time on the Vision Quest, everything was peaceful. My parents came to something they didn't even know what it would be like to come see their son sit out on a mountain, and the coyotes come running around because they're coming to see you. That's what it was like. And when I came back, my grandmother said, grandson, will you take on this mission? And I said, what are you talking about, Grandma? I don't think I'm on a mission. She said, yeah, but Spirit has asked if you would go and be the one to carry world peace. Not just talk about it. It's easy to talk about it. It's easy to come up here and actually just talk about it. But to be it is another thing. To actually step into it no matter what, no matter how I've been brought into this world, the warrior that was me. The warrior that went and played, if you've watched football, it's combat. It's combat. That's how I played. I'm not a big guy. I have a big, big heart. So I played that way, aggressively. And I had to learn that the warrior within me is the reason why I could hold peace. Because I could walk into any environment and be such peace that everyone finds it anyway. That's what it's about for me. And so when I got my native name, He Who Brings Peace, Nahi Adonai Nuatohi Yadu. That's my mission. My spirit walks in way before me. Way before me. I know that. And that's what peace really is. Peace is a frequency that elevates everybody else when they come around you. Or you're in another frequency that looks low. When you're in a low frequency, that's disease, that's chaos, that's shame, that's guilt, that's hurt, that's pain, that's war. Raise your frequency within. Tap in and find peace in that way. So when I took on that mission, and then I went back to my last Vision Quest. My last Vision Quest was probably the toughest. The mosquitoes came like crazy. And I came in and I was like, Grandma, this is it. I've done it. I can't take these little mosquitoes anymore. They're biting me, and I don't like mosquitoes. And she said, grandson, go back. This time, name the mosquitoes. Befriend the mosquitoes. And see how they change when you change. That's what it is to walk the red road as a native. You walk the red road, you become what it is to see the divine in everything you see. That's what it is for me. So when I look back and I say, okay, what is it to create the culture? You have to be it. I started meditating when I was 8. I opened my first yoga studio when I was 34 in 2004. 20 years later, here we are. I built the place that wasn't around. I built it. Because I knew that in order for me to create the culture, to be with people, I had to have the culture in me first. I had to create the culture for people to come to, and I had to do it even when it took all my money to do it. Are you willing to do that? That's what the world needs. That's what the world needs from each of us, to stand up and say, it's time. It's time. If the leaders we have aren't doing it, be that leader. If the people, the parents you see aren't doing that for children, be that parent for anyone, wherever you are. And so I'll leave it with this. My friend, my best friend, lost his wife. And when we were flying there, she was our maid of honor, he was our best man. And when we were flying to Houston, my wife and I, because we had sold everything and hit the road, and I said, I don't know what to say to her. That's my best friend. He had lost his wife, left with 3 beautiful children. And I knew only one thing I really could do was to be the friend that I wanted to have in my own life. So if you want peace in your life, be the peace that everyone else should have in their life. That's what it comes down to create a path for peace. Because of my elders, and I know Lorenz is sitting here trying to get me off the stage. Because of my elders, I'm going to leave you with this. May the sun bring you energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries. May the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through the world and know its beauty all the days of your life. I hope. Peace.
Bravo!